So there's a lot of stuff that's kind of confusing. Was confusing, I guess maybe. Um, a lot of people say this about communism and about Russia and say that, and a lot of it's not really true. In Russia, you could put in a paper or whatever. You could ask Home Office or ask the police or whatever if you that you wanted to go move somewhere, go live somewhere else. And I believe you would be transferred over once they handled your paperwork, or they'd give you a stamp of approval. Everyone got approved because it's like, well, I'm not really restricting people. I just wanted to know where they were going and where they were. Mostly in case they found the body dead, in case you just went missing. Like, what if you never reached your destination or whatever else like that? At least we know where you are basically. I was kind of doing that kind of thing. Like I said, in Auschwitz and a lot of these other work sites that were supposed concentration sites, it was a joke. I said because we're concentrating on doing stuff. It was a joke. um, anyway, so in like Auschwitz, and Auschwitz was mostly a transfer site or a through point site. Like an airlock or like a checkpoint, basically. Where you check for scabies. Um, you'd be showered. You get new clothes, and you would get new shoes and stuff like that. And then you get all your little belongings and stuff like that. And the only time when we told people that they couldn't take their belongings is when their belongings were really disgusting, and they're like there's like Ebola running around or something like that, where everyone had to give up their stuff for a little bit, and they were supposed to get their stuff returned to them later on. You know. Anyway, anyway though, so, and like I said, they'd take a picture of your locker, and if anything in your locker went missing, we'd find it within the camp. We'd just go from door to door, search the whole place. Um, anyway, though, so what was I saying? So in Russia and everything, I was doing the system there, and like I said, there's a problem of one state or one town going. There's a lot of stuff like that, and like I said, there are people being found dead in the forest, and no ID, no nothing, and we don't know who these people are. Where they come from? Did they fly in? Did they what? So and that's why I initiated the tattoos on the wrist or whatever, or the tattoo somewhere on the body. So when we found your body dead in the forest, we could say, oh, okay, that's Lily or whatever. And so we could have some ID, because I mean they could still cut off the skin off your wrist or whatever, or the tattoo off, but I mean, they might not, and we might be able to find out, at least be able to identify your body, which, because I wanted to find out who was killing these people, because, like I said, I mean, I care about my people, I care about my workers, I cared about every single one of my, I mean, yes, I know there's thousands or millions or billions of you, but that doesn't mean that I don't value you or value, the thing. Besides, like I said, I looked at it as you're my responsibility. You're my, I mean, it's my thing to take care of you. So, well, at least it became like that. So anyway, though, so yeah, so at Auschwitz or any of the concentration sites, you could just put in a slip and you could go anywhere else in to any concentration site, and they would load you up. You get your little travel paper, and then you would go to wherever you could just ask, well, I want to go to a different site, I don't like the site. And so they'd be like, okay. And then I think there was an approval process a little bit, just to check for bed availability and all that other stuff, because everybody wanted to go to someplace nice like Hawaii or somewhere. Anyway, and then once they checked that there was a bed available or whatever, blah blah, they'd put you on a train and you'd go, and then you go fly or whatever. Well, I don't think we flew. I didn't fly people back then. You had to go by steamship and train, basically. So, and yeah, cattle car or whatever, low class or whatever. Because, well, I mean, there's millions of you, and you guys were all my workers, and like I said, I was taking care of you. So I mean, and as things changed, and I promised that, and I said that, I said, well, it's going to be a little rough for a while, but things are going to change, and it's going to get better, and so everybody, and it'd be like, keep the faith, and everybody had faith, and everybody knew that, or thought that things were going to get better, and things were changing. So, and they were. I had scientists working day and night, like I paid scientists for like years in advance. I'd have scientists or people, and I'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to pay you for the next 2 years, so don't worry about it. Just make sure it works. Make sure you get this done. So my people, they were everyone was all really encouraged, and they were working really hard, and we were all working together. And so, I mean, like I say, I mean, I'm an exoskeleton leader, a AI leader, and 1.5 leader, and also the human race leader and stuff like that, or human life form types, and you're my family, basically. I mean, this is one of my planets, and I had others, and I have others, and so anyway, though. So I'm like civilization master and all that other stuff, and I encourage people through contest and just doing things, and like I said, Rodney and Rick Bush were trying to make people think that like I didn't value you, or like I was doing these tests to, like, or playing like with battleships in the sea or something like that, like having you guys shoot each other, and it's like, no, I didn't order the attacks, and I didn't have that happening. You know, like we did do test shelling of ships and stuff, but always when they're empty and everything else like that. British can verify that whenever I was doing a nuclear test, I had them search the whole area first with dogs and horses, and then once they knew the area there was no one there, then they flew in and dropped the bomb. So, just like everything else, like I run a very tight ship and very well run thing, and everybody, it's really good. Even the company store, they would sing those songs, "One Another Day Older, Another Day Deeper in Debt," or whatever. But I mean, the prices at the company store were very reasonable, and you could get things on credit. But you know, I know that the pay was low, but then so were the cost of the items. I set the item cost myself. So and I always thought about, okay, you're getting paid this much. It's costing me this much, blah blah blah, and therefore, this is what the prices are. And like I said, at some point in time, though, I knew that my prices were out of date, or my prices were not, the right prices or whatever. I knew that things were a little bit off, so was having Germany or someone basically go through and readjust my prices to look at my prices, because there were people that were actually like, getting paid way more money, or there were people that were taking advantage of me. So I had some group like the Germans or something, or maybe the Gypsies did it for me. The Gypsies were really cool, and they were really helping me out because they knew I was I was going to get flattened, basically. And so a lot of people just looked at me as, I'm your leader. So anyway, so the Gypsies were being really cool, and they were fixing my price schedules and everything else like that, and also pay schedules, to kind of like balance it all out. So anyway, though, all this stuff was happening, and I was working very closely with them to make sure that everything was fair and equal, and everyone was happy. So anyway, I mean, I've always been a really good leader. So anyway, and I always had a really really big team all throughout the world. So anyway, so like I said, I originally started making movies or doing movies in Germany or Russia, and they weren't all that good. They were just like, they were just some movies, but people were paid and people did it, and it was kind of cool. And then, like I said, somewhere we started having massive problems in Russia and Germany. There were a lot of people basically flooding my cities and stuff like that. And then I was actually starting to lose people, or people were going missing or something. So I freaked out a little bit and started having all my teams just move to America, because I could, like I said, I own Panama, and Cuba was basically like a food production site, and then so I was having everybody move to America so everyone could be with me, because, I can't protect all over the world. I can only protect like a section. Like I said, at one point in time, I had people all throughout the planet, and they were dying, they were going missing, they were, bad things were happening to them. So at some point in time, I said, "That's it. I can't do this. I can't protect everyone everywhere." So I just had everyone move back to the United States, or America, I mean, so they could be close to me, and then I could protect them. So, and that's basically what I did, pretty much, at some point. So, and then after after everything was all fine and everyone was close by, then they could go out, you know. But at least I could say that I had them protected and I kept my word as far as getting them safe. So anyway, so yeah, so that's basically, you know, it was a very complicated system, but I don't remember anybody ever really complaining. Like everybody seemed to really like it and like me. And like I said, we were working on powdered eggs, powdered milk, powdered coffee, and everybody seemed happy. I mean, everybody like everybody really like I said, like I would put out the contests or the money and do the expeditions, and like everybody seemed to really enjoy the contests and everything else like that, like the driving contests and the racing contests. It was all very fair and very, you know, it was just like, you know, something cool, you know, that people could do, and they would film it and then show it on the TV. And like I said, each country or each state would really get into the whole contest and everything like that. And it seemed like everybody was really into it and really for it the whole time. And like I say, yeah, I'm like this big great creator, and just having a few extra things done or a few things done to make you happy and, you know, keep you going and stuff like that. Like I never, I always felt, you know, I don't think I really need to hurt people or whip people or threaten torture on people, and I never really did. Like mostly it was just like, you know, I'll give you $100 if you win this race, or you know, or $1,000 or something like that. You know, the purses or the amount of money that people would get. Like I said, the old um, things for like the movie things and stuff like that. Those actually used to be real gold statues, made real gold and everything else like that. Like everything was real and everything was awesome. Like I said, I always wanted to do real items. Like I don't really believe in plated stuff or fake stuff. Um, I've always felt that if you value your people and value your employees or value your life forms, and I was valuing my life forms even when I had exoskeletons. Like you would think an exoskeleton is basically an ant. If it loses the leg or an arm, just kill it, right? But I was actually having the arms reattached and stuff like that. So on my exoskeleton, so that's where that all began, and and so anyway, so yeah, I mean things are a little confusing. You think of the Lord, or you think of the leader, or whatever, and you might get a little confused about who and what I was or why. Yeah, and so I make all these videos and stuff like that, so you'll get some idea of basically who I was. You know, I was always in the background. You know, and nobody really ever met me. You know, and like I said, in the far distant past, I was basically like a computer, so I just put an image on the screen, you know, and be talking to people. And so I had like the great leader image and all that other stuff, and then I had like the normal image and stuff. And so no one really knew me or knew of me, and realistically I was never in the physical world. And like I said, when they were first trying to kill me or capture me, like they were looking for a physical person, and it's like I was just an image on a screen. That's all I really was. I wasn't real. You know, I was just you know, you could look at me, but I mean, it would look like I was in a room, but I wasn't in a room. It was just an image that was, you know, just like a computer sketching image on a screen, and people would see this whatever person. But I was really a computer. So anyway, it doesn't really matter though. I mean, I was still real and all that. So like I said, Rodney and a bunch of other people were trying to make it, like Rodney was trying to take my place or trying to say that he was me or whatever like that, or live my physical life while I dealt with all the problems and everything else like that. Anyway, some people caused some real problems, but like I said, I was having real problems. Like whole teams were going missing, towns were disappearing. Like I was losing people all the time, and it really upset me because, like I said, I really valued my people and really cared about my people, and I really wanted, you know, I was really proud of my people as well. So anyway, though, and like I said, it was really kind of fun in some ways when the war first started, or when bad things started happening at first. Like Nixon and JFK and all those others, they did not see the fact that I had so many good actors and so many good visual effects and just everything. So it was almost kind of easy in some ways because like my actors would blend in, disappear, and a lot of my actors ended up being heroes because they would get on the uniform and they would go pretend to be a general somewhere, you know, and they would basically save people and protect people and do stuff like that. So And because, like I said, at some point in time, I had no control over the American government or the American military as it was being taken away, but my actors came in to the rescue and would, redirect my troops when they saw them going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way! Oh, damn. Oh, guy will do it. Or something like that. And then they would get on a suit or a uniform, and they would go and redirect my troops to get them going the right way. Because, people were trying to, purposely get my people killed. So anyway, so there's a lot of things like that, where I had to use my actors, or what little I had, or my test pilots or something like that, to get things straightened out. Because, like I said, Rodney was trying to take over my country. Other people were trying to take over my country, and like I said, without me, like I warned them. I mean, I'm your true leader. I'm your true creator. I'm the one that wants to keep you safe, that cares about you, that actually, like, you're, like, I put everything into the humans. So, like, I genetically created you. I paid for you to be better. I paid for this nice planet. When the water was running low in the ocean, I asked one of the other life forms to fill up the water and give you more time and stuff like that, to kind of straighten things out. Because, anyway, also, just to keep you okay. Like I said, once I'm dead, you're basically on your own. So, and that's it. So anyway, if anything, these messages and videos are my last farewell. Anyway, it's like I said, I was always too busy. I was always dealing with something, some dispute or 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 tearing down somebody. Like I say. Anyway, things. I mean, like I said, I don't want you to be confused. I don't want you to misunderstand who God is, or what God is, or what the Creator is, or what your main Creator is. Like I said, there are 50 to 280 other life forms that were pretty epic, like me, out there in the universe. And as far as I know, they're all pretty cool. So, anyway, though. But I wasn't some weird sicko. I didn't have wild sex parties. I just basically said, well, if you want to do it, then, you can go ahead and do it. I'm not going to stop you. I mean, my job, or what I worry about, is things like production and, like I say, I'm running a civilization here. I worry about about the big thing, about the general picture of everything, mining and stuff like that. And I was a really good inventor and had lots of scientists and lots of draftsmen. And wanted all the children safe. Like I said, the war was going on, and I was getting pissed off because I was like, this is not good for the children. You're scaring and hurting the children with this stupid fucking war, They're going to be damaged, they're going to be hurt for their whole entire life, and they're going to be wanting to know why mommy and daddy died. So anyway, it didn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way, and while Nixon and JFK and a lot of other people might be like, "Ooh, yeah, let's go do war," or something like that, I don't look at it that way. I value my people. So, anyway, at some point in time, the Irish or somebody had to basically start dealing with problems, and I think they did a good job of it, and for the most part. So anyway, like I say, there's plenty of everything for everyone. In fact, I was having different groups take time off. Like I said, I'd have the Chinese do a bunch of stuff, and then I would have the Germans do a bunch of stuff, and then I'd have this other group do a bunch of stuff, and everything was going just fine. With only one country really had to work really hard at a time, and there's even a little schedule worked out where we had different countries taking care of the situation for a little while, and and everything was going along just swimmingly, as they say. So. Anyway, at least until people started pretending like they were me or something like that. And like I say, Rodney was trying to take my place, or trying to say that he was the superstar and that I was his son or something like that. And it's like, ugh, no. I've always been the superstar. I've always been the one setting the pay schedules, worrying about everything. So. Anyway, that's why Rosella and a lot of the other people would always look up at me because, you know, with those starry eyes and stuff like that. Because, well, yeah, I'm more than epic. I'm real, actual, existential, and you know, 12 galaxies or 800 galaxies and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, I got pissed. I'm pissed. I'm upset. You know, I mean, a lot of fucked up shit happened and it didn't have to be that way. Like I said, I forced Jimmy Carter or whatever, I would, you know, to basically admit what he had done or admit the situation and not be a piece of shit like he was. So, anyway. Like I say, I've put everything into you. If you're a human out there, you know, thousands of hours of research and development and genetic coding and genetic manipulation and just everything possible to make you the best, most advanced, most perfect life form in the universe. And you know, um, you know, you know, millions or trillions or zillions of dollars and hours. Like you're the sum total of a couple million years of development and research and technology, you know, going into a life form and a beautiful, wonderful planet, which thousands or millions of people and other life forms took part in to create, to make nice. And there's more than just this place. We're getting the gravity just right, you know. Like I said, I had 7.5 gravity worlds and all that and all these other things, and we were just getting the gravity just right, so it would work. And yeah, I mean, at one point in time there was a raffle or whatever to see who would join me on Earth or join me or be around me and stuff like that. Because, yeah, you know, I mean, 12 galaxies or 800 galaxies, and there's only one me, so. Anyway, it's like, yeah, it's not a rumor, it's not a lie, it's not fake, it's real. So, anyway. So whatever. I mean, it's just my vacation or just my little time off. So, I think particle, whatever, takes a little while or something like that, so. Anyway, I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool, though, you know, a smelter that you can actually live on. So anyway, I like to do cool things, you know. Like I said, I never really lived the party life and stuff like that. Like I said, I once did go to a party or have a party-like situation. And it was just like this one guy paying a bunch of people to basically laugh his attention on him. And I was like, all right, I'm out of here. Goodbye. You know, I mean, I didn't come here to basically have someone laugh at me and fuck with me. So anyway, that's all it was. So I was like, whatever, see ya. A lot of people were really jealous of me because, you know, like I say, I was coming out with a brand new cruise ship like every couple of years and reinventing and rechanging everything and being pretty much amazing. But, you know, it was basically a sum total of a lot of years of research. So, you know, I like to surprise my people and like to wow my people and show them that, you know, they made the right choice and that I was their real leader. And a very good one at that, by the way. So like I say, I don't ever I never put two countries against each other. I never did any of that crap. You know, there was a real war, a real situation that was happening. You know, like I said, Jimmy Carter or some other people were really psycho, and like Rodney and Mike and his brother and a couple people were just the most not epic ever people. So anyway, I just wanted to have me die or get me dead or something like that to take over to get a little bit of money. But it's like, you know, I'm more than all this. So anyway, and like I said, what they were really trying to do, of course, is you know, all the black people wanted to kill off the white people or just take over and rule the world. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. There's a bunch of crazy people running around that were just like confused or crazy or something like that. And you know, it's like whatever. I mean, But I mean, anyway. So mostly it's because no one knew what I looked like or who I was, and Jimmy Carter and a bunch of other people were taking advantage of that. So, but a lot of people in the universe did know who I was or what I was. So, I mean, technically I could have looked like anything, but you know, I only need one form. I only need one life, you know, to basically just experience it. Like I know more about the universe than most people ever would know. So, you know, because I lived so long. And like I said, they forgot about me. The truth was, they forgot, you know. And I even said, yeah, well, every 150 million years or so, basically people are going to forget about you. It's just something that happens. And after such a long time, you're going to forget about your own name. So, anyway, it happens when you become a computer when you're like that. So, and you'll even forget about your whole life. You know, I don't know. Everyone was trying to say, oh, you were a nasty, horrible person, or oh, you were a dangerous person, oh, you were this, or you're that. It's like, no, I wasn't. It's not my way. Existence used to be different in the old days, like I say, and I mean, you know, it's true though. Like out of 800 galaxies or X amount of planets, there's only one me. So technically, like I'm the most whatever. But it's like, you know, I was just really good at my job. You know, I was just really good and had a lot of great people, a lot of good people, and they could really believe in me. You know, they could really trust me. So, you know, at some point in time, everyone just saw a child, or everyone just thought I was just like this little kid, you know, who just happened to have a country or something like that, and they could just push me around or whatever. And I was like, no, I will order people to die. I will attack people, and I will protect my people. You know, just because I look like a little kid does not mean I can't run a war and I can't make those hard calls. It's like I will, of course. Because first they'll kill my soldiers, then they'll kill my people, and then they'll kill me. So, you know, it's cause and effect and all that. So anyway, so yeah, I did basically order pretty much the bombing of Nagasaki and Hiroshima, basically. So, you know, it's basically my way of saying, look, I am a real leader, and I will do that. So, if it comes to that, of course. But I wish it wouldn't. And I felt horrible and terrible afterwards. You know, because like, you know, I mean, I'm supposed to surprise people with how good and how kind and how wonderful I am, and here I am killing thousands. Yeah, it haunted me. Yeah, you know, I'm not too proud of myself, but, you know, I had to do what I had to do, so, you know, and maybe I was helping Jimmy Carter, some piece of shit, take over the world or something like that, but I don't know, you know, it's like, whatever, you know, I was still the only, you know, I was the only one with authority to actually make those decisions, and you know, I'm not going to just sit around and let them take over the place. Just because I'm a little kid. He's just a little kid. It's like, yes, I understood the responsibility, and I understood what I was doing when I was bombing Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And like I say, I didn't exactly feel like the most honorable, most awesome person. But you know, a country can't face a three-sided enemy. Like, I had to do something. You know. I mean, anyway, though, I am a real leader, though, and all that other stuff. So, anyway, like I said, to the Chinese and the Japanese and everyone else in the world, I deeply apologize. Yeah. But, you know, if it was going to be me or them, I was going to win. You know, I had to. Because I'm the only thing, you know, I'm the last line of defense. And me and my people, my country, are the last line of defense in peace and freedom and equality. America falls, I fall. That's it. It's over. So, and then they win. Then Jimmy Carter or Richard Nixon or John McCain or any of those fuckheads, you know, they can do whatever they want to you. Because I'm the only one with, you know, I have exoskeletons on my side. I have 1.5s. I have the whole human race. I die, it's over. You know, they'll be able to torture you or kill you or fillet you or force you to suck their whatever. So, and I wasn't gonna let that happen. Like I would say, I've come too far to just give up and let them win now. I have to. So. Anyway, yeah. Other people going over my thoughts, reading everything would understand. You know, I had a responsibility to my people. So. Anyway, all those words, I live for my people, you know, my country is whatever, that's all me. You know, I've been leader and creator for millions upon billions of years. So anyway, I hope you understand. And that's why like I order all my concentration camps or all my labor or all my holding sites to be investigated yearly and bi-yearly, and basically, you know, every 3 months if need be. You know, like I said, a lot of my people said, well, when you're not around, when the investigators aren't here, they treat us differently. So, you know, I was sending in spies. I had people go and I was like, okay, well, we'll send someone in and we'll say they're blah, 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 and we'll check out and see how it really is being done. You know, like I said. So we could see if, you know, all complaints were always answered and always investigated and looked into. Even the possibility or rumor of something being wrong, you know, I would order things done. So, to find out, to eliminate those few problems areas. You know, like I said, that's why I'm Civilization Master. That's why I'm the great one, the great creator, the great Lord, the great everything. You know. It's like occasionally, yes, I would get mad at people and I would order Jimmy Carter or Richard Nixon's death. They were shit. What do you expect me to do? Oh, I don't mind, you're just gonna blah, blah, blah. You know, I mean, yes, I do mind. You know, like I said, I had many great workers and many great people that sacrificed and worked very hard to do things. And, you know, like I say, what kind of a person would I be if I just let them do whatever they wanted and just, you know, it's like I've come too far. I've made, you know, too many people have died. I owe it to my people. I owe it to the world. I owe it to the human race to be the best leader I could be. So I was. And like I said, and many people love me, and I felt their love, and I know how they looked at me and thought of me, and I love them too. Feelings mutual. So, and like I said, I had the best record and the best, you know, everybody knew my word was my bond, and, you know, I almost never go back on my word. And if I do, I have good reason. So they could trust me. And, you know, some people abuse that trust. Some people, that's why people are trying to pretend like they're me or trying to take my place. Because, well, you know, everyone trusted me. Everyone knew me, so. So, yeah, I'm the real Lucifer Starline. Starline! And like I said, it was really cute. You should have seen it. The Germans and the people be like, Starline! Like, you know. I love my people. I love my women. Love the women. Like when the women would look at me with those eyes or think of me like that, and when they would talk about me, or I'd hear about them talking about me, like I would smile on the inside. Like I say, I really, really love the people in my country, the people that work for me. So anyway. And I get all emotional. Anyway, but yeah. And it felt good. It feels good to be who I am. Like I said, I love being Starline. Lucifer Starline. I love my name. My name basically means gunpowder. The Gunpowder Kid. My name means gunpowder because, like I said, Lucifer was basically sulfur with Lu, and then we changed it and fixed the spelling, so. Anyway. And it's also phonetically difficult for children to say and teaches them about phonetics. So. Anyway, yeah, you know. So. Anyway, and I know about all the other annoying things, like people watching the little thing like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have that girl later on tonight. Yeah, there's a lot of really pathetic people in the world, but I wasn't one of them. So I wasn't like that. Like I said, I always thought about my people of Belfast and my people around the world, and I was in a position to do some great things, like being able to clothe or put a roof over the head of everyone on my planet. Like I say, I would sit there and think, well, how epic am I if I can't put clothes on everyone and get a roof over everyone's head? And I thought I could do it. And I could. So a lot of people worked together and we did it. And that's why another reason why Rodney and everyone else wants to blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, because I'm not good. So anyway, yeah. So like I say, they're all jealous. They're all jealous of me. And other people would say, they're all jealous of you. That's what it is. It's like, yeah, I know. I know how JFK and Jimmy Carter and a lot of the other people felt. Like, they were green with envy and green with jealousy. And like I said, the truth was they couldn't get a date. Like, even with the muscles, even with all the money, even with the gun in the girls' faces, the girls, yeah, well, they had to really be something, and they weren't all that much of anything. Like I said, John McCain, I'll get on that next video.